Yeah. So yeah, I remember. So what include tag does is it takes a so it will take your template, which is inside a known template tag. So in Django, when you configure an application, you provide a template path. So all your templates are inside that path. That is where it looks for whenever you just say a relative template path. Right? But say if you wanted to use a separate template which is not inside your entire stack, it is maybe it's a cached copy from someplace else. You could use this. This is how it's done. Yeah, any more questions? Again, Jinja is, I've not used Jinja, but in Jinja you can write Python code inside the templates, right? Yes. So, depends on your taste. If you, Django is again very opinionated like Rails. They enforce their opinion upon you. If they want your templates to be dumb, that is how they make sure your templates are dumb, right? If you go, you can go ahead and write logic inside your template, but that is not what people generally suggest. You should not have logic inside your templates. All the logic should be inside your Python programs, and just data should be rendered in your templates, right? So of course there are indentation, HTML indentation. So include tags is I don't know. Do you really need indentation inside, because later when you will be serving your apps, you'll be removing all tag specific white spaces. So what include tag does is okay. So I don't know how to. Yeah. So what include tag does is, so what I have done here is it does not have any indentation here, right? So when I do include tag here, it's rendered as is here. Okay. If my include tag was unindented, it will be here. It will be without any indentation. So whatever happens inside the block tag, it just gets replaced by the new rendered HTML. So this is how the indentation will happen. Is that clear? Huh? Yeah. So it depends on the indentation of the include tag itself. And if you are not indenting the include tag, the indentation which is inside your included HTML, that takes over. Yeah. That is what you have to do. So you need to have indented thing inside. But then what will happen is, if you include this in some other indentation, that might not work. I don't know. We can probably try it out and see. Any other questions? Second last slide. This one?
Yeah. So this Apple is another example where whenever we have installers, anywhere Python path we can make it.
No. So how it works is in Django. So in Django, you create a app that is managed by, it has a default app. So inside your default app, there will be settings and URLs and everything. Inside your app, you should have that template tags. Yes. Any other questions? Yes. Yeah. So, good way of doing it is you have the menu inside the include tag, and that you pass a context variable to it. So, that context variable should tell you which link should be highlighted, and then when you are looping through the links, you check whether the name matches or not, and then include a class active. That's the easiest way to do it. It's a bit dirty way, but it's okay. But that is how the best way you can do it. Huh. So Django allows you to break your base or HTML into different parts. So you can have a base header, you can have a base footer, you can have a base sidebar. So all these things you can just inherit inside your template file. Yeah, if you do not put anything, it takes the default one. Any other questions? Okay, thank you. It's been great to have you.